Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time, you're welcome. Today I'm getting ready to make a delicious soup. It's called Nsala soup. This soup is famous for the new mom. If you just delivered a baby, this is the soup that we'll make for you. And it has the special spices from home that we use, and these spices help you to stop cramps. Okay, even the menstrual cramp or cramp from having the baby, these spices help to stop it. But then every member of the family can still enjoy it. Okay, so it's not that serious, but this is very good for a new mom. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and show you guys what you use for this Nsala soup, and we can take it from there. Okay, if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. Okay, I'm not gonna take much of your time, but let's dive into the kitchen right now. So right here I have the meat that will go to the soup. I have the smoked turkey. I already cooked it, dumped the water, then dried, especially dried in the oven. Then right here I have the meat. You can use beef, you can use goat meat for this soup. So my meat is ready, and then I have the pounded yam, but this is the powdered pounded yam. This is used to thicken up the soup. And here I have the dry fish that will go inside the soup. Okay, it's already cooked, seasoned, and I put them in the oven because I like everything about this soup. Since you're making it for a new mom, it's always good for the meat to have that smoked texture, okay, instead of fresh meat. So most of this meat, the meat I'm using, everything I already put them in the oven after cooking them. Then I have the crayfish that bring out the flavor. And we have this special spice. That's the one I told you that it stopped the cramps, menstrual cramps, having a baby, from cramp from childbearing. So this is called the Uda, and we have this is called the Uziza. These are the two spices that does that magic, and it's called Uziza seed. So this is what stops the cramps, and it has a very romantic smell, and it tastes very good. And this is another one. It's called the Uda, the Uda, okay, UDA, Uda. And this is how the Uda looks. Okay, it looks like a string beans, black beans, but it's not. So this is dry. So this is the blended one right here. Then of course we're gonna put a hot pepper to make it spicy. So these are all the ingredients that I need. Then here in my pot I have the meat broth. Okay, this is the broth from the meat that I'm using for this soup, and so I have the broth here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding the things that needs to go on this soup. Okay, and then I like to use this season right here instead of using the salt, but the meat broth is already seasoned, so you don't need to add any more all-purpose seasoning or salt to it because my broth is already seasoned. So once you boil your meat, take the meat out so you don't overcook. That's why I take the meat out, and then I'm gonna use the broth and start cooking the soup. Then in the middle of the whole thing, I'll add everything back to the pot. So let's start cooking. So right here I'm adding my pounded yam, but this is the powdered one. And back home they use the fresh one because they have the stuff to pound it, but here in America we don't have it, so we prefer to use the powdered one because that's the easier one that we have. Then I use the spoon to make sure everything is dissolved. The pounded yam is well dissolved, and after a while I'm gonna let it boil for 2 minutes. Then I'll add the meat. So you're not gonna sit there, but that's what you're supposed to do, or you can add everything at once. Okay, once you make sure that everything is dissolved, then you stir it. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my smoked turkey because it's already dry in the oven. It's smoked, but I dried it more because everything about this soup is good for it to be like smoked meat. So the first thing I'm gonna add is my smoked turkey on the meat broth with the pounded yam, stir it, and I'm gonna let it sit for a minute to boil. Then I can add other stuff to it. Okay, so now I just stir it. It's good for you to stir it every 5 minutes to make sure it doesn't stick to the pot. And this is called the white soup or Nsala soup. Now right now I'm gonna go ahead and add my red oil. I'm using the kitchen spoon to add it, and you can see, you can count with me, this is the third one, and I'm gonna add the fourth one, and that should be it because I'm making a big pot. But if you're making for just a regular family, I believe 2 kitchen spoon is fine. Okay, then for a small size family you can use 1 kitchen spoon. Okay, then I'm gonna add my crayfish. My crayfish is like 1 cup of the measuring cup, but for big pot I'm gonna use 2 cups. Okay, so you stir it and make sure everything is mixing up very well. Then I'm gonna add the uziza. That's a special spice I told you that stops cramps, menstrual cramp, or the cramp from having a baby. And then there's no restriction on this soup. Anybody in the family can have it. My kids enjoy it. They call it the white soup. They love it so much. So there's no restriction, and you can get this uziza or uda, this special spice, from Amazon. Okay, you can get it from Amazon. You can get it from any Caribbean or African market. So just go in and verify, it's right there. So I'm serving it now. There's no exception. Everybody in the family can have this uziza and uda, and they're all special herbs from home. Okay, special ingredient. So now I'm blending my peppers. Okay, I'm blending my peppers, but you know, it's always good for it to be spicy because that's what helps the cramps too. So just add a little spice, but if you cannot handle spice, then don't worry about it. But it's always good to add hot spice on it. I'm adding my dry fish right now. Okay, and I'm gonna stir it. Okay, I'll stir it, then you let it like boil for like 5 minutes, and you go back. So I don't want this video to be too long, so some of the things are cut when it's boiling, so I don't want to take time. Now I'm adding my beef or my goat meat to the soup. So you stir it. Every time you add stuff, you let it for like 5 minutes. They stay there, you add another one. So you know, you didn't see it here, but that's exactly what I'm doing. So I don't want this video to be boring. I want it to be short and simple. So I'm just adding all my beef and all my goat meat in the soup, stirring it, making sure it's not sticky in the bottom. Okay, so every 30 seconds, you stir it so it doesn't stick on the bottom because it's getting thick. Okay, because of the pounded yam in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegetables. Okay, I'm using spinach, but back home they use the leaf called ugu. Okay, ugu, that's what they use, but here we don't have the ugu, so I'm gonna use the spinach. But during summertime you can get the ugu in any African store. Okay, so I don't know if you can get it from Amazon, but I prefer to use spinach. Okay, so and you can get spinach anywhere from Sam's Club, Walmart, anywhere you can get spinach right there. So I'm stirring the soup right now. The soup is about to get ready, so it'll be ready in a few minutes. So I believe I added everything. I nailed the soup, yo. I nailed it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how this food tastes.
Our world favorite delicious white soup, Nsala soup, is ready. This soup is so good. I'm so thankful to have a mother that can make this soup for me, especially when I come from a long day of school or a long day of practice. This soup is very nourishing, and it's really great to have this food after I'm so hungry from a long day. What do you think about this white soup?
Yeah, I think the soup is very good. It has like a large portion of food, and I love when my mom makes this. This is one of my favorite soups. All the seasonings mix so well with the pounded yam, and it's just all so good. Every time I eat it, I get so excited, and I love when my mom makes this soup. This is one of my favorite soups.
Yes, you have had it from the horse's mouth. This is my kid's favorite soup. Please stay connected, and I thank you for watching. Until next time.